Okay, so the last problem that I have here says that I start out with $395 and save $90 a week. And my sister starts out with $43.05, but withdraws $80 per week. And we want to know after how many weeks will we have the same amount. So I'm going to write two equations just like I have before. Y equal mx plus b. And just to remind you, b is a fixed starting amount. And m is going to be a changing amount that causes everything to change depending on x. So actually I should say m and x together make up the changing amount, and t is your total. Okay? So just like before, step one is to write your equations. Okay? So if I'm going to do that, I've got y equals what? Well, I started with 395, so that goes over here. And like I've said before, the word per gives you a clue as to which number goes with X. So $90 per week. So this is my changing amount that changes every week as X increases. This amount stays the same because I gave it one time and it was, or I did it one time and it was in the past. You can't go back in time and put more money in your bank account. You can only add to it by letting time pass or by letting x increase, in other words. So the second equation is the totals for my sister. So y equals what? Well, it looks like she starts out with 4305. And it looks like she withdraws 80. So if you withdraw 80, it's going to be negative 80x plus what you start with. Okay? So we wrote our equations. We did step one. Step two, we set them equal. So I'm going to take all of this and set it equal to all of the other one here. So when I do that, I end up with 90x plus 395 on one side. And on the other side, negative 80x plus 4305 on the other side. Okay. And now, the next step after I set the equations equal is to combine like terms. So, in other words, I'm going to get all the x's on one side. So they'll all be on the same side. And all the numbers will be on the same side. So I think the easiest way to do that would be to add 80x here. So add 80x. Because you always want to do the opposite of what you see. So those cancel. And I get 170x. That should be an x there. I forgot my x right there. But I just drew it in. So 170x plus 395 equals... Well, the 80s here are gone, so just 4305. All right, next thing I want to do is subtract the 395 from both sides so that I can get the number parts on the same page here. So, anyhow, to do that, I just subtract there. And then I have 170x equals what? Well, 4,300 minus 305 would be 4,000 minus another 90 is 3,910. And then divide by 170. Unfortunately, I don't have my calculator here, so I can't tell you what x is. But just take your calculator, divide by x. So my last step after combining like terms was to solve. And like I said, I'm leaving the solving for you, because I could use my iPad as a calculator, but that doesn't really work when your iPad is also trying to record what you're saying, so it can't really do more than one thing at a time. So hopefully, some helpful person will divide these for me, tell me when I get there, because the suspense is killing me, I just got to know. So anyhow, I will talk to you again soon.